You are Jesper from the badminton Brunei national player, right? So, first of all, for the introduction, can you tell us about yourself?
I am 24 years old. I will be turning 25 in 2 weeks' time. I'm a badminton player. I've been playing badminton for about 10 years.
Every badminton player already know that they have much on training and practicing, right? And what about you? Can you tell us about your daily, how much time you are practicing for a day?
In Brunei, I train at about 3 hours a day, usually in the afternoon, about 4 o'clock. I think we finish at about 6 o'clock. Because in the morning I go to school as well. I'm studying in Germany.
Okay.
So after my class in the afternoon, I will come here for training. It's about 3 hours per day. And I have my off day on Sunday. So it's every day, Monday to Saturday, except Sunday.
Since you be a student, right?
Yeah.
Is it that's not affecting your study or any assignment or anything?
Yeah. My job is number one, I'm a student.
Yes.
And number two, I'm a badminton player. So that is how I prioritize myself. So my first priority will be my studies. After I try to finish everything. I try to finish all my assignments before that, and then after I finish them, I move on to my second priority, which is badminton. So far, I have been managing them quite nicely. I've been balancing them. It's tough, it's hard, but that is something that I have to try.
As a job, as a student and a badminton player, how do you handle your stress?
I try to keep a very positive mindset. I'm not saying that I have no stress. I stress out a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try to keep myself under control and just think positive. Everything is doable if we manage our time nicely. That is how I go about my business.
Since you are a badminton player, how do you evaluate your success on the student and being a student and also being a badminton player?
As a student, I try to do my best. I admit that I'm sometimes very lazy as a student, but I try to keep my grade up there. I think B or C would be a great for me. In terms of badminton, I'm a bit more perfectionist. In badminton, I try to do my very best in every shot, everything I do. I think the people that I train with will know that I demand very high standards for myself in badminton, more towards my training. From day one up to now, I've had a few injuries. I have an injury now as well. But the most serious one that I can remember I had one on my right ankle, and then another time on my right wrist because I overexerted some techniques, and yeah, and a bit of shoulder injury as well. But thank God nothing too serious yeah.
So, as a badminton player, how you motivate yourself?
How do I motivate myself? I just try to do the best every time in training. But it's true sometimes in training you sort of lose motivation. But I think what I do is just think about the success of what other players have done. I try to look at the world number ones, and I try to look at the world champions and see what they have accomplished. And I try to think that I try to be like them. I want to be like them. So the only way to be like them is to train hard. So that's how I keep myself motivated.
In badminton, who do you look up to?
I used to look up to Brunei, and I used to look up to Lingard, and I used to look up to a lot of players as well. But as you grow older, like me now, 24, I Truthfully, I don't look up to anyone anymore. You can say that, but I also look up to everyone. Right now, I look at people and I analyze everyone's game. I think I can learn a lot from everyone. So there's no one specific person that I look up to right now, but rather I study their game. I study their game and I take a bit out of everything. Everybody has their qualities, so I just
Big competition.
I think the biggest competition that I participated in this year, back in September, I went to Chinese Taipei's Grand Prix Gold. Also, this year's in June, I went to Thailand's Grand Prix. I think that was the biggest tournament thus far this year.
What goals are you targeting?
In the future, there's definitely a lot. Right now, I'm trying to improve my world ranking. Right now, I'm trying to be better in badminton. Hopefully, by next year, I will be able to qualify for the Commonwealth Games. Ultimately, the goal is the Olympic Games in 2016 in Brazil, and yeah, I just try to improve my world ranking, qualify for Commonwealth first, and then qualify for the Olympics. Hopefully, I can do something amazing.
Okay. My last question would be, do you have any advice for people who wants to start badminton?
Badminton is a I think it's a very interesting game. It certainly caught my attention for 10 over years. I never get bored of it. Yeah, it's a fun game to play. You sweat a lot. It's tiring. It's very tiring. But overall, if you want to pick up badminton, I think I recommend that. But then you have to work hard. If you want to be good at it, you got to work hard at it. It's a good game to play, but at the same time, it's also a very hard game to be good at it. So yeah, the determination has to be there. But then if you want to play it for like just as a hobby, yeah.
So for anyone new, you would have to say that they would have to be really motivated now.
It depends on what you want to achieve in badminton. Actually, if they want to pick up badminton as a hobby, just play for fun, yeah, they can just play any time. But if they want to be good at it, they have to have real motivation. They have to have real determination. And yeah, to be good in badminton, you need to sacrifice a lot. For me, I sacrifice a lot of time with my friends and everything else. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay. That's all. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.